Hey everybody, it's Bucky again with Top Dollar Home Offer. Today we are in a continuation of a series of our real estate investing book. We have it available for purchase on our website. You can download the version there when you purchase it, or if you like YouTube like we do, you can listen to the audio version, which I'm reading here today in continuation. This will be part 9 of this book. We're breaking these down into 10-minute clips so that you can just quickly hear that part and move on, or need a reference back. You don't have to scroll through a long video to find the pertinent information that matters to you. We previously were discussing when we buy houses, we've used typical mortgages in the past, but now today we leverage assets to not have to do a typical mortgage, meaning that we have cash available in the bank to buy houses fast. That's why when somebody says, I need to sell my house fast, can you close on it in 7 days or less? That's how we do it. If you have a house and you say, I need to sell my house fast, Tulsa, then give us a call, 918-212-5442. We buy houses, Tulsa, and we'd love to speak with you about yours. Last series, we were into mortgages and how to secure financing on a real estate investment. If you don't own a home and you're wanting to get into real estate investing, I would look at possibilities of doing a home that is maybe a duplex and securing a mortgage that way. But let's talk about what's next here. It's called no money down loans. You've probably heard about it on TV. You probably heard about people doing this. I've done it myself. It was funny. Years and years and years ago, I bought this audiobook series. It was called No Money Down Real Estate. It was actually very, very helpful. Some of the things in there still hold true today, which is awesome. Carlton Sheets, baby. If you ever need a blast from the past, then he still has some information out there, which is good. But anyway, what is a no money down loan? Meaning a zero investment from you. This is another type of mortgage loan that can be used by real estate investors. They won't have a problem trying to get information about this kind of loan because it's always advertised somewhere. It can be sometimes touted as one of the best loans since sliced bread, or I like to say since pockets on shirts for construction guys, because I have a construction background, and having a pocket on the shirt's always handy to put your pencil in. However, it's important that investors know the risk about securing this kind of loan. Real estate investors can't get this kind of loan by securing a mortgage that is 100%, or they will get what is called a piggyback mortgage. A piggyback mortgage is when when the investor secures two mortgages at the same time and they put them together. With a piggyback mortgage, the investor gets a perk by not needing a down payment at the closing process. Also, the investor can benefit from the largest amount of interest available to include in their taxes as a deduction. What does that all mean? When you're beginning as an investor, you're going to have to pay the piper, right? Unless you have really sound money put it back. Just the way it is. But once you get over that hump, then you can back out of these situations where you're trying to leverage the banks too much and you start leveraging your own assets and you're borrowing from yourself and not banks. Being an investor is not always guaranteed that you'll get the entire amount financed for that loan. There are many banks and other lenders that will not provide 100% loan, especially after the housing crisis in 2007. If some do decide to provide the entire thing, then they will get their share, including higher interest rates. This way, they can cover themselves in the event that you default because you didn't provide a down payment. So, why is it that most banks require a down payment, right? Well, it covers them in the sense that, let's say, a $100,000 house, you're trying to get a loan for that. They're going to want $20,000 down. That $20,000 covers them in the event that they have to foreclose, and the event that they have to sell it or buy it back because it goes to a foreclosure sale, meaning they have interest equity already in the property. There are many banks that will do this, but many won't. If some do decide to provide you the entire 100% loan, then they will definitely have some fees associated with that. This way, they can cover themselves because you don't have to provide a down payment. As with anything else that is zero down, your mortgage payments will be higher than usual. So you have to account for that in your cash flow. Again, don't buy a piece of real estate unless it cash flows positive. It's not a good deal if it isn't. And it's not a good deal if you're going to make money 5 years from now. You should make money on the property as it sets. There's too many deals out there. If you don't have a lot of money, it's a financial backup. This kind of loan could hurt you in the long run. It would take you longer to have a comfortable cash flow because you would be paying a larger amount in mortgage payments. So you may want to think about this loan option a little harder than you would others. However, a zero down loan could still work for you in terms of securing an investment property. It's up to you to decide whether you're willing and able to take this risk. Another loan that I would highly recommend staying away from, but they're out there, is the adjustable rate mortgage. An adjustable rate mortgage, or they're often called as ARMs, meaning that they're going to cut your arms off at some point, are almost as popular as fixed rate. Real estate investors are known for using these as well. If you decide on this loan, you can be assured of having a variable interest rate. A variable interest rate is a rate that lenders can charge, and it often fluctuates, meaning that it typically goes up. The rate changes in accordance with the increase or decrease in interest rates in the markets during that time. It would start off with a fixed rate for a few years, then it would go into a variable rate period. This means that they are fixed. The fixed rate period is over. Your loan and monthly payment is subject to adjusting every year and sometimes more. With that, the majority of ARMs have a stopping point of how much they can change, meaning they're not going to take you from 5 to 10% in 1 year. With this loan, the rate can increase or decrease to a certain amount as long as you have it. In the beginning, this kind of loan may include a low introductory interest rate. For some real estate investor, this would work for them because they may not want to hold the property for an extended period of time. Is this going to be a rental property that you're going to hold for 10 years? Or is it going to be a property you're fixing and flipping? Those are all factors. You got to put everything into mind when you're doing your deal. Also, when the interest rates decrease, investors can grab a chance to get in on them. On the other hand, the loan is super risky. When interest rates increase, the investor will have to go with the flow. The bad thing about this is they will not know in advance when the interest rates increase. In reality, ARMs can be an unsure thing because you don't know how much money you'll have to continue to pay, and there's constant fluctuations. So keep that in mind. Remember, we buy houses, Tulsa. If you have a property that you've been setting on for a while and don't know what to do, you just want to know what it's worth, give us a call. We help people when they say, I need to sell my house fast. We'd be happy to buy yours. And we look forward to talking to you about interest only loans in the next part of this series here.